practice according to your abilities and your experience. Respect your limitations. And remember that all creation's experiencing this through you. So we want to deliver the best experience possible. Try to avoid going to a place of pain and anxiety and suffering. That's not what you want to transmit to anybody. So on that note, let's begin. Tall and straight. Close the eyes and bring the attention inward. At the moment of creation, God became part of all living beings everywhere. Attune your mind to the supreme divine consciousness that is within and all around us. Fix your mind on God alone. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even better than meditation, more meaningful and more powerful, renounce all the fruits. Imagine this as your divine obligation to all beings everywhere. Start off with a mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, just pretend that you're singing it through the voice of the Guru. you derive all the benefits though you're chanting imperfectly. The meaning will become apparent when you're fully established in the ethical rules, yama and niyama. If you do know it, try doing a single breath each time, or do it 3 times, and try to do a conviction and volumes that can be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around us. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabhaya vyantraha sajihi. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabhaya vyantraha sajihi. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabhaya vihantraha srihi. Let's do the main breathing, anuloma viloma. The count is 8, 6, 8. 8 on the inhale, 6 on the breath retention, 8 on the exhale. No need to apply the locks since the breath retention is so short. But we just make sure we close both nostrils firmly and completely for the breath retention. So we're inhaling through the left, close both nostrils, exhale through the right, inhale back through the right, close both nostrils, exhale through the left. For the breath, inhale, you can imagine the breath moving down towards the root of the spine. On the exhale, the breath moving back up. Continue always, or just try to keep your mind on the movement of the breath in order to keep the mind occupied and concentrated. Left hand in Yana Mudra, second finger and thumb connected, other 3 fingers straight on the left knee, right hand, second and third fingers fold down. This is Vishnu Mudra. Turn the palm towards you, no longer Vishnu Mudra. But we use the right thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left. Keep the fingers close to the nose. So stay tall and straight throughout, and try to keep your attention fixed again on the movement of the breath. So start by breathing out completely through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both nostrils. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out to the right. Back up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, downward motion of the breath. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both nostrils, hold the breath, lungs full. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4. The breath moves back up. 7, 8. Inhale down. 3. Feel the lungs expanding, the chest rising. 6, 7, 8. Close the left. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Open up the right side. Exhale back up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lungs deflate. The chest falls. 8. Down. Inhale neatly. Fill up again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both nostrils. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale up to the left side. Back up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the breath. Speed of the always even. Inhale down through the left. Fill up gradually. 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both nostrils. Hold. Everything stops. 5, 6. Exhale back up. 2 through the right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to the right. 4. Keep watching, moving the breath. 6, 7, 8. Close both nostrils. Hold the breath. 4, 5, 6. Exhale back out through the left. Breath goes back up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue on your own. If you have more breath capacity, you can slow down the counts, but keep the duration between the counts even. Keep the speed uniform. Close both nostrils. Completely on the breath retention. If your mind starts to wander, be unconcerned, be unjudging. Just keep bringing your mind back to the breathing, the movement of the breath. There's a calming effect on the mind. Eventually it removes cravings, which ultimately leads to attachment and suffering. Remember, the mind and the body are what are desiring, what are feeling. The effects, not the true self, which is infinite and mutual stillness. And not affected by death or time. The next time you exhale out of the left side, conclude. Take your time, do the whole cycle that's meant to be done. Just take a moment to observe this stage of the body, your mind, and emotions. Have no expectation as to what you should or should not observe. Always remain without attachment. Renounce all the fruits. And we continue to do that through the practice. Be the servant to all beings, serving through your practice. And now we'll begin the asana practice. Through the practice, we try to cultivate compassion by seeing God in all the forms. Seeing ourselves, try to merge with the forms. The way that God manifests in this universe is through all of these amazing beings. So revere and love each and every one of them. And now let's begin. Come to standing. And we'll start with some warm-ups to prepare the body for practice. So we're going to start with the hands underneath the chin, the elbows together. Inhale, push the head back, bring the elbows out. Exhale, bring the elbows back together. Chin back comes back towards the chest. Inhale again. Push the head all the way back. Open up the throat, open up the chest. Exhale, bring it back. Open up the upper back. Inhale. Moving the shoulder blades like the wings of the heart. Exhale, come back. Inhale again. Push the head all the way back. Exhale, come back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Do the exercise with vigor. Exhale to heat up the body. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. This helps to promote the release of toxins by generating heat. So now from here, circle the right arm backwards. If you can, move the arm faster to warm up the joint. If you need any support, you can bring the left hand to the shoulder. You can also turn the body along with the arm. Now go forward. Feel as though you're holding a weight of 5 pounds in the hand to make the arm swing more easily. Now the left arm, make as though you're winding up the throw ball. And then go forward. Good. Now bring the arms over the head, take over the opposite elbows, bend to the left a few times, pulse a few times, then go to the other side. Try not to make wrinkles in the underside of the body. To the left. Hollow up the underside of the body, and go to the other side. Come back to the center, go to the left again. Pull on the elbow. Try not to lean forward or hunch forward, and then go to the other side. Turn the chest a little up. Come back to the center, and from here, release the arms. Next one's called Breath of Joy, so you have to do it with exuberance to make it live up to its name. First two moves on the inhale, last one on the exhale, you toss all the negativity out with the breath. It goes like this. Roll the belly against the thighs. Now with me. One more, and just stay down. When you throw yourself down, just allow the body to stop bouncing and shaking. Then roll your way back up. Good. Now circle the arms, shake the hands very fast, move them from side to side. Feels like you have no control of the wrists moving all by themselves. And then fling your fingers up and down like the wings of a hummingbird. Again, you shouldn't be able to see your fingers moving so fast. Now the arms drop by the body, and then start to move the whole trunk. Now the head to find all the directions, hands slipping the body, hitting the body any which way. The head, and then start to slow down and release. Next one, arms out to the side, and swing the right leg back and forth. You can bring your left hand on the wall if you like. Try to get your knee to the shoulder, the toes to the back of the head. Flex your foot so that your toes don't get stubbed when it comes across the ground. And then the other leg now. Fix your gaze on a point if you're doing it without a wall to help keep the balance. And then release. Now bring your feet a little bit more hip width, maybe the edge of the feet on the edge of the mat. Take hold of your opposite elbows and then twist from side to side. You can do Kapalabhati to do it. So as you throw yourself to one side and to the other, you breathe out as you complete the twist of each side. Try to see all the way around you. Twist as far as you can. And then release. Okay, now we're doing calisthenics, as Dharmaji calls them, hands by sides of the body. They're just jumping jacks. Hands meet over top of the head. You can do Kapalabhati here as well. And then stop. Now the feet together, arms by sides of the body. Start to raise your arms up and the heels up at the same time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to control the descent so the heels don't hit the ground heavily. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Engage your leg muscles in the core. Up. Push your glutes to your toes. 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be like the wind is watching the body moving all by itself. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6. This time hold the position. Reach up really, really high. Hollow at the navel. Get long through the trunk. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The chin comes back down onto the chest in a gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Do the practice because it must be done for the well-being of all. Do for all beings who can't practice. And then come to the front of the mat now. Everything we have meant to be shared. Hands to the heart, imagine all together physically moving like a school of fish. Raise arms up over the head, arch back. Fold the body down in half. Bend your knees. If you need to, bring your hands flat on the ground. Then the right foot goes back. Lower down your knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank. Bring your knees down and the seat all the way back behind the heels. Glide forward between the arms. Press nose to the ground as you come forward. Take the seat back again 2 more times. Come forward. Imagine trying to tug the floor towards you with your hands. And this might propel your body forward with more power and ease. One more time. Take the seats back. Come forward. When your head comes up, try not to lose your neck. Drop your shoulders down. Elongate the neck. And then Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your seat. Allow the head to go down. Now the right foot steps forward. If that's a very difficult transition, you can lower the left knee down. You can use the right hand also to assist the foot to come forward. And then the feet come together, Uttanasana. Arms up overhead, arch back. Come back home. Engage the buttocks and upper back muscles as you lean back. Forward fold. Left foot back. Then into the high plank. Down you go again with the knees and the seat all the way back. Come forward. Imagine you're creeping through the grass like a snake, then uncoiling majestically. Take the seat back. Try to tap into all the divine qualities. Imagine how the balance, range, and motion. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless. Imitate the form on all levels. Take the seat all the way back. 3 times class, you can copy the teacher, in this case it's serpent, on all levels. And then Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift the seat, allow the head again to drop down below the arms if you can. If you're flexible, you can see if you can touch your forehead to the ground. And then the left foot steps forward to the head softly. Feet together, Uttanasana. Push your body against the legs, the head comes close to your feet. Then right up to standing again. Standing salutes. Come back home, hands to the heart. Every movement reflecting love and devotion and surrender to service towards all beings. Uttanasana. Right foot back. Into Anjalyasana, deep lunge, into the high plank next. And then knees, chest, forehead down. Chest comes to your hands, the forehead comes down in front of your fingers, and you come forward. When hips come to your hands, if you like, lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Charge your legs. Stay here a moment. You can bend the toes under if that's better for you, and then push your shoulders back. Try to get your nose up. Look like a dog howling at the moon. Now push into your hands, lift your feet, and then here bounce here as well. Try to get your belly closer to your thighs, your chest closer to the ground. Again, you can tap your forehead on the ground as you bounce. Look like a dog stretching its back. And more importantly, imitate the loyal dog to its master. Embody that beautiful quality. And now the right foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Stretch the whole front of the body. Pull it back down. Always come back to the source divine light, the heart, the spiritual heart. Raise your arms up. Fold the body down. Left foot back. Anjalyasana, then into high plank. Down we go, knees, chest, forehead down, and scoop right forward. Upward facing dog. Again, roll the shoulders back. Try to see yourself in a form. See yourself in a path as you try to attain. And with constant practice, adhere to ethical rules, anger, determination, anything is possible. Telescope your neck down the shoulders, you try down the hips. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana now. Try to make the top of the back steep and the bottom part of the body close to the shoulders, shallow, like a slide at the playground. And then the left foot steps forward to the hands, drop down to the feet. Uttanasana. Try to get your seat eventually line to your heels, but try not to detach your body from the legs. So keep your knees bent as much as you need to keep the connection with your body and your thighs. Come right up to standing, raise your arms over the head. Come back home. Raise your arms up. Don't worry about the breath. Breathe in a way that allows the body to move easily and fluidly. Move the body, the breath will follow. The right foot back. Flatten up the toes. Inhale, raise your arms up, lift the seat. Drop your seat forward, and then allow the arms to trickle down, the body to fall away from the front leg. Inhale, come up. Lean away from the leg. Without, again, incurring folds in the lower back or the back of the neck. Up again, reach up, circle the arms down. Now coming into high plank, you can do the same entry into upward facing dog if you want. Chaturanga, lower down, hovering just above the ground about an inch, and then push into the hands, upward facing dog. Right back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps forward to the hands, back knee down, inhale, raise the arms up, drop your seat forward, circle the arms down. Imagine your arms start at the hips, pulling everything up, and then again allow the head to fall back. Open yourself up to divine grace. Raise your arms up, circle down. Every movement has a certain consciousness. Try and tap into it. Left foot comes in to meet the right. Your head down, eyes downcast, a gesture of humbleness here. Right up to standing, reach up and back. And then Anamasana. Go up and back. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch your body move with even more power, grace, and ease. Fold the body in half. Left foot back. Back knee down. And flatten the toes. Raise your arms up. Turn to the right. Sink your seats all the way forward towards front heel. Inhale, come up again. Open up to the right. Making a gesture that remaining accepted to all experiences. We have something to gain from each and every one. And then turn forward, back into high plank, into chaturanga or ashtanga namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down, through to upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the left foot comes forward. Move the shoulders forward over the fingertips so the foot doesn't land a big heavy thud. Raise your arms up. Open up to your left. Move the way you see yourself move in the dreams. Fluidly, softly, silently, gracefully. One more, raise your arms up. And then open up to the left. Good. Now step the right foot into the left. Uttanasana. Bow down with own humility. And then right up. Hasta Uttanasana. Back home. Go up and back. This time, bend your knees, land your belly on your sides. Join your hands over your back. Pull them all the way up off your back. And then the right foot back. Back knee down. Kapiyasana. Raise your arms up. Pull your arms all the way back. Drop your shoulders down. Lift the hearts. Come right back into high plank. Another entry if you like. Swing the left leg all the way up into three-legged dog. Come forward into high plank. You can keep your leg up if you can. Lower your chest down first. If too much, do one of the other entries. Bring your left foot down into plank and then continue. Upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then the right leg comes up, three-legged dog again. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Kapiyasana. Reach arms up. Arch the back. Bring arms all the way back as far as you can behind the head. Come forward, belly on your thighs. Hands behind the back. Left foot comes into meet the right. Uttanasana. Push your body into your legs, the face to the shins if your legs are perfectly straight. Come right up to standing, arch back. Kali Mudra with your hands. And then come back home. Go up and back. Stretch. And then pull the body down onto your thighs. Push your belly into your legs, the forehead to the shins, the hands over your shoulders. Left foot back. Back knee down, arms all the way up and back. Arch. Back. Come right back, hands to the ground. Swing your right leg up and back. Come forward to high plank. Lower down. Pull your arms into the side body, push into your toes. You can lower down with control. Your chest comes down. And then right into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg up and back. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat, raise your hands up. Wherever you are is perfect. We're always evolving. Eventually we'll get the chance to experience everything. Hands behind the back. Right foot meets the left. Uttanasana. The seat's in line with your heels eventually, your legs straight. Come forward and up. And if it doesn't happen right now, don't worry about it. Just do your best. That sequence again. Reach up and back. Fold the body down. Bend your knees, belly on your thighs, hands all the way up. Right foot back. Back knee down, swing arms all the way up. Transition between your forearms like a shapeshifter. Moving up without effort. Left leg up and back. Come forward into high plank. Lower down. Any entry of your choice into upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then the right leg comes up. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down with constant practice. You will learn to move gracefully and fluidly. Swing your hands behind the back. The body becomes efficient. You learn all sorts of tricks. Fold the body down in half. Come up. And once you find efficiency in the pose and you get in there quickly and swiftly, you can spend more time in the pose, meditating, merging with the form. One more time, arms up, and then coming down. Uttanasana, hands over your shoulders if you can, forehead to the shins, left foot back. Back knee down, right up into Kapyasana. Reach up and back, stretch. Come right back down with the hands, and then swing, if you like, the right leg all the way up and back. And Kapada, come forward into high plank with your leg up or down, all good. Lower your chest down. If you're doing that version, into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift your feet. Left leg comes up right away, and then step the foot between hands. Back knee down. Reach up and back. Every posture an offering, an expression of divine love. Swing hands behind the back, right foot meets the left. Uttanasana. Don't worry about the results, let go of all expectation. All attachments to results. Raise your arms up and back. Hands back to the heart, for that will cause the mind to become restless. Now stay here for a moment. From the heart, inhale up to the crown. Bring all the love with it. Hold the breath. Imagine that love going out to all beings everywhere now. Exhale, back down to the heart. We may establish a divine, unconditional love for all beings everywhere. And release. Let's continue with some balance sequences now. So we're going to start off with ballet pose. Standing on the left foot first. Actually, let's start off with tree first. So you bring the right foot up. You can bring it on the inside of the thigh, anywhere along the thigh. Maybe not against the outside the knee, like against the knee, but either below or above. If you have lotus, you can do lotus. You move up to the shoulder and then turn the sole foot up. Edge foot along the top of the left leg. Now you can bring your hands to the heart and all the way up like the branches of a tree. Grow tall. If you know other variations of your hands, go ahead. If you want to take a bind, your right arm goes behind the back. Use left hand assist the hand to the foot, and left hand comes in Jnana Mudra. That's another expression of the pose. Wherever you are, again, perfect. If you're at the edge of your potential, keep going there every time, and you keep pushing that edge forward. Now from here, we're going to release the foot. If you can, take hold the inside the heel, thumb behind the heel, right into ballet pose. The arm and leg come out at the same time, at the same height. Maybe at the height of the shoulders, more flexible, take the foot up higher. Close to the head, lean a little bit to your left, try to get your leg and your arm at the same angle. Good, if you have good balance, look up. Now from here, get ready to release the foot, but don't let the foot drop if you can. Hold the breath, engage the muscles, and see if your foot will hover there at the height. And then bring the foot back down. Try it on the other side now. The left foot comes up into Vrikshasana. Either the foot against the thigh, press to the base of the toes, the toe pads and heel. Or again, your lotus if you like. If you couldn't get the full bind, you can also hold the foot with your right hand and just take your left arm behind the back and hold the elbow. Lean forward a little bit though and use your right hand to pull the left foot forward. You might be able to get the hand to the foot if you're doing lotus. Hand to the heart or up. Reaching a zone like near the branches of the tree. Reach up. Be tall and majestic like a tree, but ready to bend when the wind comes around. Be pliable in mind and body. Now from here, getting ready for ballet pose. Take hold the inside the heel if you can, and bring the leg out. If you need to bring your left hand on the wall or stand with your back against the wall, then go ahead. If it's too hard to straighten your leg and hold onto the knee, do your best. Hold underneath the knee. You can always find expression that works for you. Flex the foot, push the base of the toes to help you get balance. Good, now getting ready to let go of the foot, so remember, engage leg muscles, hold the breath, Let go of the foot slowly. If you let go too fast, it will fall. And then lean to the right and bring the right foot down, left foot down. Charge the body. Inhale, abastabas, right up through the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it all out to all beings everywhere. Send it all throughout your being as well. So now come to the back of the mat. Starting off balancing to your left foot forward. Hands, if you can, join behind the back. If it's too much, bring your arms out to the side or just keep your hands apart. Now lean forward. Bring your weight into your left foot and raise your right leg up. Start straight line from head to toes. Start like you're lying on a table, like the capital letter T. If this is easy for you, you can bend your left knee, bring your belly down onto your thigh, and see if you can pull your hands up, open up your palms, and raise your right leg up higher. Keep the toes pointed to make it look pretty, and then push the shoulders back. Try to curve your back a little bit for you to move forward. Now from here, bring the hands down on the ground. Bring your left hand to the foot, the index finger on the outside of the heel. Keep your knee bent so you can bring your belly on your thigh. Raise your right leg up higher. If it's too much for your hamstrings, you can bend your right knee if you need to. Keep trying to get your right hand closer to the foot. Essentially, maybe the index finger of the right hand on the inside of the heel. The gaze is behind the hump, but just beyond the toes. That you can bring your chin to the shin even. If you have your legs straight, if you're flexible, it's good for concentration. And then break the pose. Bring the right foot back down, chin in, and roll your way back up. Try it on the other side now. So, your right foot forward, bring arms side to the side, or join your hands behind the back. Squeeze the palms together, raise the left leg up. Straight line to start. If you were trying to balance something on your back, it should not fall off your back. So be nice and straight. You can always stay here, or again, bend your right knee if you want to go further. Bring your hands all the way up over your shoulders. Curve your back. So you try to get your chest up a little bit. Your head above the height of the knee, your foot higher than the hip, if you can. And then bring your hands back down. The right hand comes to the outside of the foot, index finger on heel. Bring the right knee a little bit so you get your belly to stay with your thigh. And so you can bring the left leg up higher. Or the left knee if you have your knee bent. Here we're working on concentration and steadiness. And so you try to bring your left hand closer and closer until maybe you can get your left hand on the foot as well, on the inside of the foot. Gaze beyond the toes. If you have good flexibility, your body is against the leg, try to get your nose to your shin. Or the forearms to the shin. And break the palms. The hands come back down, the left foot comes back down. Keep your head heavy as you roll your way back up. Charge the body from all around, attract everything you need. Bring it up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it out to all beings everywhere. So we'll do one more sequence. The left foot forward, Ardha Chandrasana. Reach down, the left finger come to the ground, and the right leg comes up. If you can't open up all the way, you can bring your hand on a block to make it higher, or you can even lower down on your knee if it's too much. You can do it from here. Okay, so if you're doing it from your foot, on your foot, about the hand about 14 or 16 inches in front of your foot, so you can open up more. Bring the right arm up. That's it. Push your right shoulder back, the right hip up. Now here, if you want, bend your left knee, so anchor more weight into your left foot. Take your right foot close to your seat, so you can take hold of the ankle and push the foot all the way up and back again. Try to push the front foot away from the seat. If you want to keep going, You can look forward. See if you can take your left hand up off the ground onto your heart. Make sure your hip is in line with your heel. Or take your left hand to your foot. Push it all the way up and back. If you want to keep on going, you can stand. Either with your standing bow or your left arm out in front. Again, everything's perfect. If you're offering up a pose, you're doing your best. Advanced practitioners, you want to turn your arm around. Take one foot. You know that variation? Go ahead. Right arm comes up. You can even let you take your left hand to the foot. Know your abilities again. Break the pose. We're going to try it on the other side now. The right foot forward, right fingertips down. And then the left leg goes up, left arm as well. Move slowly. Whatever happens, remain unjudging, whatever comes your way, whether it's on the mat or in life. Try to dance with it. Be unconcerned, unjudging. Just do your best to navigate it. Now from here, you can again bend your right knee. Sink more weight into your right foot and take the left foot close to your seat. And then push it all the way up and away from your body. Left shoulder moves back. Look over your left shoulder. You can even do this when you're on if your knee's on the ground. If you want to keep going, look forward. Hold your breath. So you can take your right hand to your heart. Or to the foot. Pull your foot close to your seat again. And then as you push your foot away and straighten out the right leg, you can even push all the way upright into standing bow pose or dancer. If you want to take the full expression with your arm up over your head, take hold of the outside of the foot, pull your elbow out to the side and up. Be mindful of your joints, of how you move your joints. So again, you should be aware of your limitations. Use a strap if you need to. Break the pose. From here, charge the body. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, imagine lights of every color coming into the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout your body. Radiate your light from within to all beings. Good. Okay, so now we're going to move on with some more postures. Stand in the middle of the mat, facing out the long edge of the mat. Fingertips in line with your elbows at the height of the shoulders, and jump your feet apart or walk your feet apart. Turn to your left. Virabhadrasana. If you have the flexibility, go a little bit deeper into the hips. Try to get your knee over the toes. Back foot close to the ground. A few inches. Now bring the right arm up to meet the left. Virabhadrasana, look between your hands. As I would say, I am yours. Grant me higher service, higher devotion. Pull the right hip forward, the left hip back. Now from here, Parivrtta Paschimottanasana. Turn the back foot so the heel's up. You're on the ball of the foot. Angle the toe and the knee towards the right to make more space for the right arm to come down to outside the left knee. Okay, so you want to have the arm on the outside knee eventually. Your left hand pushed into your right. And you keep pushing your left hand down into the right until the belly comes hard in the side. So the chest is trying to make its way to your thumbs. Roll the left shoulder back. If you have good flexibility, you can use the left hand and guide the right arm underneath your body at a diagonal line so the hand comes across the front of the belly. Left arm goes over your back. Join hands together and pull on the left arm to get it a little bit deeper into the twist. Left shoulder moves back, the face turns up. If it's too much, bring the right knee down. The knee is underneath your hip. So your legs look at the box. You can do it from here as well. Also with your hands at the heart. Make sure that at the heart, not at the shoulder. Okay, bring the body up to meet it, the front thumbs. Now bring the back knee down. Kapyasana. Bring the arms up. Rock your shoulders back and forth. Try to get your hips all the way forward towards front heel. The arms back. Try to get the arms behind the ears. Curve your body, your back body. Lift the chest. If you have flexibility, bring your hands down behind your neck. Open up your hands. If your seat is all the way down, you might be able to bring your foot up. And if hands might find the foot eventually, then you can just bring your head to the foot. Again, if it doesn't make it all the way, don't worry about it. Just keep your best. Keep your hands on the ground. If it's too hard, keep your balance. Keep your seat low. Break the palms. Now from here, lizard. Move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Slide back and forth on the right foot. Try to get your hips to come down. And push one more time to the right foot. Lower the knee, flatten out the toes. If your hips are low enough, roll to the right. Land on your forearm and your hip. Roll back to your left. Both sides of your hips are down equally. So you try to keep both sides of your seat down so you're not lean to one side. Your left hip is not way higher than the other one. Or your knee's not falling away from your shoulder. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. If you're flexible and your hips come down, the rest of the body will probably come down more easily. The pelvis, the belly, and the chest. If you know the variations from here, go ahead. Your left arm can come out to the side, or left arm can even go underneath your leg from the outside and join your hands over your back. Do according to your condition. If your hips are not quite down low enough to get onto your forearms, stay on your hands. Keep working, getting your hips to come down like you're doing a cobra pose. Now from here, we're going to come back onto the hands if you're not yet ready. Lift your toes out of Hanumanasana. You can bring the right foot to the left a little bit. Rest your belly on the front side. Your left cheek can rest on the inside of the left shin. Maybe you can get your forearms eventually on the ground, your chest behind your knee as well. Use the wings wide to bring more release into the hamstring. Bring your attention to where you want to find release. That's where the prana will go. If this is easy for you, Hanumanasana, full pose. Bring your right toes back in line with your knee. Bring your hips forward like you're doing a lunge again, and then start to slide your left foot forward. And then bring your hands back alongside your hips so that your body's upright. This is a pose that expresses faith. Anything is possible. Devotion and courage. Embody all the qualities of Hanuman. If you want, you can bring your hands over the head. You may cross your wrists and arch back like you do that leap that Hanuman took. As much a leap of faith as it is a leap of physical leap. Now we're going to come back. From here, depending where you're at, you either lean to your left and then bring your left foot in for pigeon, or if you're doing an Adho Hanumanasana, just move your foot to the right and drop your hip down and your leg down. Depending on your flexibility, the foot might be about the same line as the knee, or move it in closer towards the hip. Both sides of your hips even, so try to rock from side to side until both sides feel equally anchored down. Then you can take the foot with the right hand, left arm slides forward. Your body comes between your knee and your foot. Then if you feel more weight in the left side, push into your left hand and tip a little bit more weight into the right side. Again, merge the form, trying to bring the mind into quietness. When the body is still, the mind has more opportunity to this. Now, from here, we're going to come back. Bring the left foot up. Here, so you can move your left shoulder in behind the knee. Working at Visvamitasana again. Try to push into the back of the knee. You can just stay here the whole time. If you can, have good pressure between the shoulder and the back of the knee. Your arms can come out, maybe just one. left hand, or maybe the right hand can go out, the left hand can stay down. Eventually both arms up, hovering above the ground. Next step, bring the left knee above the ground, hover above the ground. If you want to go further, your left hand comes on the outside of the foot, lean to the right, right foot is flat, and wrap your left arm around the arm. It's like you're sitting on your arm. And then here, if you push into the back of the knee, straighten your leg, bring the right arm up. That's one version. If you can take the foot from the outside and pull it out, that's another version. Break the pose, bring the left foot back down, and swivel on your feet, facing long into the mat again. Arms out to the side and come up. Go to the other side now. Turn the right foot forward and bend your right knee. Look over the front hand, enter into the consciousness of a warrior, strong, devoted, always ready to serve and protect. You become what you see in your imagination, you become what you represent. Left hand comes up to meet the right, the other relax in the one. Look up. Need to modify, bring the left knee down, or lift the back heel up if you can't turn it all the way. Lots of different expressions according to your abilities. Now from here, you reach to Pashanasana. Lift the back heel up, turn on the foot, so the toes are pointing forward with the left foot, and your toe knee towards the left, dive down with the left arm to the right. In any expression you like, if you're having trouble balancing, lower your left knee down first, and push your right hand into your left until your belly comes higher than thigh. Center of the chest comes to your thumbs, roll the right shoulder back, turn facing chest up. If you want to take the bind, push your seats back, and use your left hand to guide them underneath. Slide it diagonally. Left hand comes from your belly, right arm goes to your back, join your hands together. Last step. Take the knee up off the ground, hold the breath. As you do it, so again you move with control. Push the back heel, turn a little bit more from chest. Break the pose, raise feet, back knee down, drop down to the seat. Happy Asana, join your hands together, Kali Mudra. Pull the arms back. Try to pull the torso out of the hips. Use the arms again. Visualize the arms starting right at the hips and pulling everything out. Longer and longer. Any expression of variation you like, go ahead. Bring the hands down behind your head. See if you can bring your back knee down. This is why you have your seat close to the front heel. With practice, you learn all sorts of tricks. Keep experimenting. Keep on moving forward in every way. Break the pose into lizard. Walk the right foot out to the edge of the mat. Lift the back knee up and push off the roots of your toes. Try to get your hips go back, sink down with each pass. Then eventually lower your knee down, flatten out the toes. If your hips are too far from the ground, just stay on your hands and keep on pushing your hips down towards the ground. Imagine you're made of lead, very heavy. Or if your hips are low enough, lean to your left, fall to your left, come to your forearm, go back to the right. Keep the chin again vertical. If your hips are down, try to see if your belly and your chest will come down as well. Then once you're there, fix your gaze. Be like a lizard just sunning itself on the warm earth, not a care in the world. Merge with the form. And this is the highest form of meditation, where you become one with the form. You see God in the form. Come back off the hands. Feel over Adho Manasana. Bring the left foot in if you need to. If you like, to the right. Lift the toes up on the right foot and then bow to your right. Push your belly Push your chest forward so you try to get below the knee. Keep lengthening the spine. Keep creating space and length for her nostril. If this is easy for you, you can bring the left toes back and lift your left knee. Push your hips all the way forward. Bend the toes under on the left foot and start to slide the right foot forward. So keep your, sort of like in a position like you're doing a lunge. Your hips are forward. Right, try to get your shoulders over your hips. So just balance a little bit. Push you both heels evenly so your hips stay even in the same line. And eventually, if you're all the way down, you can take your hands up over the head. Pose and the divine gift to all beings. Do the best you can and don't go to a place of pain or suffering. Try to make the best. Now from here, again, reach break the pose. Push your fingertips, slide the right foot back so that you can get your right shoulder in behind the knee. So move forward once you need to get the connection, and just push against the back knee of the front of the shoulder. You can stay here, or you can see if you can take your arms out to the side, maybe one, maybe both. Maybe take your left knee up off the ground as well, arm above the ground, build strength. Or Viswamikasana, if you know this, right hand behind on the outside of the foot, turn to your left foot flat on the ground, allow the right leg to wrap around the right arm, close to the shoulder. Push against the inside back of the knee, and see if you can extend your leg out. If you can, take hold of the foot, bring it up over the head, and the leg goes out. So you have to push against the back of the knee. Release. Bring the right foot back down. From here, turn forward, bring the right foot back to the left. Into high plank. Let's do Vasisthasana from here. Just a fundamental variation here. Just move your left hand to the right a little bit. Turn on your feet. Make sure you don't sag down to the hips or you're not sinking to the shoulder. If this is happening, lower your left knee down. If you need to, you can also come onto forearms if it's too much for your wrist. And then apply the modification that suits you. And then go to the other side. Right hand comes more in front of the nose. The hand a little bit from the shoulder so you can keep your arm fully extended. Push into your hand. This gives you more strength, reinforcement. Dharmaji says the poses are about physics. So try to find the forces that will help you. Align the forces, align the lines so that they're strong and true. And then come back to high plank. Lower the right knee down, swing your foot out to your left. Bring the left knee in behind it. Bring your foot out towards the right so you can sit between your feet. If this is too much, you can't get both sides of your seat down, you can either sit on a block or you can just sit on your feet with your thighs. So, Sukha Mukasana. So whichever version again, perfect. So from here, whichever version you're doing, if you're doing the full version, try to have your knees in line, one on top of the other, pull on the feet. Right arm comes up. Take your right hand, your elbow up, left hand to the elbow, and push it all the way back behind the head. The hand walks down the center of the back. You can stay here, push into the back of the heart of the hand, and then if you have the mobility, you can bring the left arm down, roll the head of the shoulder forward, and bring your arm up the back, join your hands behind the back. Try to have your elbows in the same line as the head, one on top of the other, right behind the center of the head, not head to the side. Okay, so keep it straight up along the back, center of the back. Lean back a little bit if you like, push your hands into the heart. Get your hands to come further down the back, just the seat. And from here, to change the legs around. So just walk forward, come back into plank, and then do the other side. Left knee comes down, swing foot out towards the right, and then the right knee comes behind it. Swing foot out to your left. Or you just stay with your legs together, swing on the heels. You can stay there. Left arm comes up, and then guide that elbow further back behind the head. Try having the center of the head. You can stay here if, again, this is where you're at, or bring the right arm up to meet it. Another way to do this is to place the right arm first. So you take your arm down, take your hand to the elbow, take your hand to the elbow and guide it up. So push it in, and then your hand comes up. So sometimes this might be easier. Your hand is up there, depending on your shoulder ability. Pushing back hard. So you can do that version too. Elbows in the same line. Shoulders down, pull hands a little bit further down, and then release, tuck your chin in, and shake out the shoulders a little bit. So now, ready for another round of Vasisthasana. If you have variations, you can go ahead this time and do them. So, a few to consider. Let's come into plank first. Move to the right, stand on your left hands. From here, you can see you can slide your right toes back alongside the knee. Turn on your left foot as well. So your toes are pointing along the same line as the leg. Push your hip all the way up, the pelvis all the way up. You can stay here. Keep your left arm fully extended so you can take your right foot off the ground. If that goes easily, take hold of the knee. If that's still okay, see if you can hold the inside of the foot. Or you can come into Urdhva and keep turning on the hand, the left hand, and then eventually your hand and the foot land into the same line, come into upward facing dog. Otherwise, you do the same variations as before. Now, get ready to come on the other side. So come back the same as you entered, spin on the hand, spin on the foot, come back to high plank. I find it easier sometimes to come down the facing dog before I go into Vasisthasana, so the hips are already up. Go to your left now. Left arm comes up, turn on the right foot, left foot slides back alongside the knee, push your hip all the way up, move the right foot in a little bit. If your stance is too long, it'll be hard, the hips are dropping and it'll be hard to get your foot up off the ground. Try to take your left foot up off the ground, maybe pull the inside of the knee, pull the knee towards you. If you pull the knee towards you, it'll be also easier when you straighten your leg to take hold of the foot. Leg straight, or Urdhva. Keep spinning on the heel of the palm until you land an upward facing dog. Get that good shoulder mobility in the knees. Okay, so just breathe in on. No forcing, no straining, or go into place. Now come back, same way. Turn on your hand, keep your hip up, your right arm extended, so that we can make your entry back. From here, lower down on your knees, sit in thunderbolt. Hands on the knees, take a deep breath in, charge the body up. Feel the best breath coming into the spine, up to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere. Good. So now, practice, if you like, standing on your hands. If you don't want to stand on your hands, stand on your forearms. If you want to do that, go on your head, headstand. But we will be doing headstand later. So, if you're doing forearm balance or handstand, you can also go against the wall. Make sure that your seat is up on your heels and your feet are on the wall. And then measure up with your elbows underneath your shoulders. And then bring hands forward. Now from here, just come into table. And then bring your foot on the wall or a chair. And see if this is the right distance. Your legs should still be bent. Your head might be a little bit far for handstand. So make sure when your leg is on the chair, your knees are bent.
Okay, so you just try to, you can keep your foot on the chair seat or the wall, and push your foot in front, and see if you can flex your toes, bring your toes away from the wall. I don't have the the right height exactly, but imagine pushing off the wall. Okay, your foot's about the same height. So you can see if you can pull your toes away from the wall bit by bit, according to your comfort level. If you're on the forearms, if you don't need a wall, you don't need a wall. Don't use a wall. Okay, your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Make sure you can take hold of your opposite elbows easily, then turn your hands forward. Middle fingers are facing forward, the other fingers are spread equally. If you're doing it from the ground, try to get your foot close to your elbows, as close as possible, so that when you push off, when your foot is close to the elbows, your hips are already in the same right position that have to be. Over the shoulders and the elbows, and you don't have to jump as much. You jump too hard, you land on your back. So push off and reach your toes. Okay, so a couple more minutes to play. Same thing on your hands. Hands about the width of the shoulder, push off the fingertips. Up, loosen the toes. Hold your breath, up. Keep your legs bent. It's easier to keep your balance. But you can keep your legs up. Hold as long as you can. Okay, now from here, come to the child's pose for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. So if you have any wrist issues, again, you can come on your forearms or just do headstand. Now we're going to do headstand. So we work the same way as you did with the other pose, with what we just tried. We have another extra point to contact your head, so it's a little bit easier. So you hold your opposite elbows, move your hands forward, interlace your fingers, and place your head between your hands, and lift your seat. And try to, first step is just lift your heels, try to get your seat up as high as you can. Bring more weight onto your forearms so it's not as much pressure on your head. And then bring one leg up, if you can, bring it all the way back behind you, if you can. So push. If you lift the heel that's on the ground, and you'll be able to get a little more height in the foot, then you will go up higher. That's trying to make your way behind your back. Okay, so then you push into forearms, and then see if you have to keep pushing to the foot that's behind you. Keep the legs very bent, again, so that your body's compact, easier to balance. If you want to do the teddy bear, your hands beside your knees, fingertips onto your knees, your head is in front of your knees, and you lift your seat up. And see if you can get your feet close to your wrists. Press underneath your knees against your elbows and see if you can take your toes away from the ground. Bit by bit. And then eventually if you're comfortable, you bring your feet up higher. If you know what you're doing, you can do any sorts of variations, but try to keep your mind steady on the space between eyebrows. If you have a lotus, do a lotus. Bring your mind more into one-pointedness. So one more minute. Stay in the pose. Concentrate on the space between your eyebrows. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Each time, go a little bit further if you're trying, but always stay mindful of your limitations. So we're going to now start to make our way out of the pose slowly, no rush. Try to come out of the pose gracefully, softly. Come back to the child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax everything. here, slide your hands in front and glide right into the cobra. Loosen here. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then we're going to jump forward or walk your feet to the hands. Legs will front to the mat. Okay, so here, we're going to work our core a little bit. Push your shoulders back. Try to lift your heels up. Really flex your feet. Come up as high as you can on heels. The legs might start to shake. Be unconcerned. But at the witness, you just walk. Just the body is feeling its discomfort. Be unconcerned. Stay. Go down a little bit at a time. And pull your feet just right behind your heels. Tuck your chin in. Roll back into cloud pose. As your seat comes up, your hands to your back, your feet going behind your head. Stay in baby cloud for a moment. Hands on the back. Your knees close or on the shoulders, your feet behind your head. If your feet don't touch down especially, keep your hands on your back. So you can stay here or you can move into Shalvingasana, shoulder stance. Before you do that, bring your arms behind your back, shift them inside to out so you can get your arms all the way back behind your body. Bring your wrists together so your elbows come closer, and then bring your hands onto your back. This will allow you to come into a straight line. The right leg comes up, or one leg comes up, and then the other one follows. Try to have your toes and your chin on the same line. If it's too much, your elbows are not all the way behind your back. Just go where it's suitable for you and you can find steadiness. And then close your eyes. Bring again the attention to space between your eyebrows. Those who never notice, go head into it now. Use your hands to help if you need to. You want to try to get your knees higher than your hips so it doesn't look like a tongue. Looks more like a shoulder stand. Push into your thighs, your knees. Push your hips forward. Touching the space between your eyebrows. Concentration in one pointedness takes as much practice as a postures. The mind is always restless. If you have a lotus into Pindasana, bring your thighs against your body, your lotus against your body. You can take the wrap if you want, wrap your arms around your thighs, underneath, join your hands right underneath your feet. If you don't have a lotus, do the cloud pose. Come back to cloud. And you can also drop your thighs against your body, your knees on either side of the head. Withdraw from your senses. Shut out all the distractions coming in between the eyes and the ears. By closing the ears with your knees, closing the eyes. Now, listen carefully. We're going to make the way into boat pose. Your hands behind the back, the palms down, the thumb tips touching, the index fingers touching. Slowly roll down with control. Keep your legs with your body as long as you can. So the body doesn't come down with a big heavy thud. And then once the feet lands onto your wrists, lower your legs down until it stop halfway, and then from there push into your lower arms, lift your back up off the ground. So it's not quite a boat, it's more like a check mark. With your elbows closer in, push your chest up, and then from here, take the head all the way back, try to come off the top of the head. If it's too much, keep your legs up, bring them all the way down, keep your legs charged though. And you can stay here, or if you know flying fish, you can take your hands out from underneath, bring your hands in front of your legs, same angle as your legs, hands together, flying fish. Breathe very fast enough. keep your head where it is. Bring your feet close to your seat, edge of the feet around your hips. Urdhva Dhanurasana. If it's too much, do bridge pose. If you're doing Urdhva Dhanurasana, take your fingertips on your side of the head. Lift your seat. Slide your head in a little bit closer to your feet, and then turn your hands around. Fingers now facing towards the heels. You can stay with hand on the ground. If you have the force, push into your hands. Lift your head up off the ground. And then you can rock back and forth, lift your heels. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Otherwise, you do your bridge. Back of the head and the shoulders, touch shoulders on the mat. Your hips are up. Stretch, try to get your arms and your legs straighter. That's it. Stay a little bit longer, surrender to the pose. Angry determination. And then come back down. Rest on your back for a moment. Now we're going to go to sleep for 10 seconds. Take a deep breath in. A nice long inhale. Exhale, even longer exhale. Allow the body to sink down, let go of all effort, let go of all fatigue. Now from here, bring the right leg up, ankle grasp. You can, if you need to, slide your left foot in a little bit closer so your left knee is bent, your left foot is flat on the ground, but for the right leg, hold the ankle and bring your knee to the shoulder. Pull on the foot, try to get your foot closer to the head, straighten out the right leg. Make sure that the right side of the hip is not riding up. Keep your right hip down, and then keep pulling the foot towards you. If you're very flexible, you might be able, you can do this Hanumanasana, you might be able to get your foot down to the ground beside your head. Your knee comes, your leg comes to the right of you, your knee comes into the armpits. Here, happy baby pose. Take on the outer edge of the foot and just try to get your knee down beside your body underneath your arm. Your shin is vertical, your knee and your heel in the same line. Your back of the knee. Now supine pigeon, bring your leg across your chest. You can hold the foot in your left hand or bring the foot in the crook of the left arm. Try to have, if you have more flexibility, your heel on the same line as the knee, and push the foot out towards the left. The leg is sitting right on top of your chest, close to your collarbone. And stay in this pose, or go back to happy baby pose. You can take your right shoulder in front of the knee. So you're leaving the back of the shoulder, top shoulder, pushing the back of the knee. Those of you who go into leg behind your head, go ahead. You take your back up off the ground, pull the left knee in a little bit, right into a tuck. Lift the shoulders up off the mat, push the right foot further back behind you, pull towards the left, and you might be able to get your foot behind your head more easily. So again, maybe this is not reachable in this life. Don't go to a place where you're forcing into a way that's aggressive. Be mindful of the way you move and what you're offering. If you are able to, you can even take both feet behind the head. Push, bring the left leg up, push into back the knee, cross your ankles, pull them all the way back, and then slip your head in front of them, the feet. This is where you get into Yoga Nidrasana. And you can stay there. Breathe from the base of the heart up to the base of the crown and back to the heart. Otherwise, it's change legs. Now bring the left leg up. Hold the ankle. Bring the knee to the shoulder. The leg is bent to start, and then as you pull on your foot, your leg gets straighter and straighter. Again, from your flexibility, you might be able to get your foot all the way to the ground, your leg completely straight. Come into happy baby pose. The shin is vertical. You hold on to the foot, and you can stay here. This is where you're at. Or you can come into supine pigeon. Bring your foot across your chest, holding the foot with the right hand, or just bring the foot into the crook of the arm, and then push, allow the chin to rest on your chest. You're more flexible. The heels are the same line as the knee, close to the top of the chest. Again, you can stay here or bring your left foot back out and have happy baby pose, and bring your left shoulder in front of the knee. Bring the right knee right up into the body. Right knee comes to the shoulder and the tuck. If you're trying to work at getting your leg behind your head, push your left knee up higher, close to the ear. You need your left shoulder to move the knee up. Lift your head up off the ground. Use your right hand to push your foot behind your head, towards the ground behind you, and pull it towards the right. And maybe the leg will come, the foot will come behind the head. Not important. This too comes with time. And what you don't achieve in this lifetime, you just pick up in the next lifetime. Break the pulse. From here, again, charge the body. Take a deep breath in through all the pores of the skin. Imagine lights and beams of energy coming in, penetrating the skin. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Feel rejuvenated, recharged. So now we're going to roll onto our bellies. A little bit more back bending. Hands underneath the shoulders. Starting off with cobra. Roll the shoulders back and start to push your way up. Push into your hands. Lift the chest. Hands go back. Try to get your head over the seat. Try to keep your feet together like the tail of a snake. Think of the form. The snake doesn't have any feet, so try to imitate it at all levels. If it's too much, come to Sphinx. Your elbows into the shoulders, your hands, your forearms on the ground, and keep pulling your chest forward. Anchor down from hips. Be solid and steady, like the Sphinx has not changed since the beginning of time. They're still there, or like since they were built, they're still there, stronger and steady as ever. You have more flexibility. Walk your hands closer and closer to your body. Come up higher and higher. Eventually, you come right to your fingertips. Try to get your elbows a little bit. Bring your fingers closer to your hips as possible, and push into your fingertips. Allow your head to go up and back. Lengthen your torso. Everything off the ground from the tops of the legs up. And then, if you want, open up your legs. Bring your toes up. Bend your legs quite a bit, so as though you're trying to hold socks behind your knees. Maybe your toes to find your head. Once your toes find your head, you can slowly lower your palms down. Break the pose slowly. Rest with your forehead on your hands in front of you. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more pose, bow pose. Any bow you like. Or you can do cobra again. If you can, take hold of the ankles. The feet tend to be slippery, so if you can, take hold of the ankles, even one at a time. Bend the toes under on one foot. Take hold of the other foot. Push up as high as you can, then hold the breath. And then see if you can take your other foot up. It's a little bit easier to do one at a time, maybe sometimes. And then pull on the legs, try to get your legs up higher. You can rock a little bit, hold the pose. If you know the full expression of the pose, go ahead. One foot again, same, one up foot at a time, elbow in line with the shoulder, and move the elbow forward so you're not straining your joints. And if it's too much to take the other foot, you can just hold it, do half one. Eventually you'll be able to get your foot high enough, the one that you're holding, it'll be easier to take the other foot up. Full pose, full Dharmasana. Use the straps or a wheel if you need to. And be mindful of your limitations. reach up, stretch, and then break the pose. Flat on hands, breathe in, breathe out. Come to seated position. Into a twist. So you have a lotus, you can do a lotus. The right foot goes on top. So you bring the left foot in, the right foot goes on top. If you have a lotus. If you don't have a lotus, Adho Matsyendrasana. But for your lotus, you can reach around the right arm, use the left hand to guide your right hand to the foot, hold it from behind. Your left hand, back of the fist, presses against the outside of the right knee. Left fist, push against the outside of the right knee. Or step on your hand. Back your hand with your knee. So that one is optional for your lotus. If you don't have a lotus, your left leg just folds across the front, the foot on the outside of the right hip, right foot goes on the outside of the left knee. Adho Matsyendrasana. Left arm up, and then go to the right. The right arm comes behind the back, center of the back. Left arm pushed against your right thigh. If it's too much, you can't fold your leg without having your hips uneven, you just keep your left leg straight. Your foot goes beyond the knee. Keep your back straight, try not to lean back. Keep your right hand right against the center of the back. Hold your right shoulder, turn with each exhale. Imagine trying to pull the right knee beyond the left edge of the body. Not just the eyes turn. Switch sides. Adho Matsyendrasana, or you switch your lotus around, of course, with your left leg on top, and then you go into the pose. You do your Adho Matsyendrasana with your, you can also take a bind. If you know the bind, you can take your left arm, your right arm underneath your right. You can do this with your leg straight as well, your right leg, with your right leg straight. You join your hands behind your back. Lift up your chest, push your lower back up and in, and turn to your left. Take the pose, lie down on your back for Shavasana just for a few moments. Make your way down on the back. Just allow the body to just go limp. Relax everything. Prepare yourself for the best. Now, arriving to you. Everything comes in full force as a result of you offering up your practice. So surrender physically by just letting go of all effort, all tension, by just sink, be receptive. The mind as well. Be grateful for all that you can do, all that you are, all that you experience. For everything gives us a little bit more knowledge that we need to break the patterns that cause pain and suffering. Ultimately, what we just need to remember is to do good to be good. Act according to yama and niyama, the ethical rules and observances. Every reaction has a consequence as a reaction. So act in a way that is consistent, that observes the ethical rules, and will attract good reactions, good karma.
Say to yourself the following sentence 3 times to ingrain in your heart and your mind. I see God in all beings. It's important to do this beyond the mat in your day-to-day lives and your interactions. I mean, you remember that you are more apt to treat everyone with respect, with love, with compassion. For they are all just reflections of God. Now prepare to come back from Shavasana with that intention firmly ingrained within. So you can carry out your mission of radiating your love and your light and your compassion towards all. So make your way back to seat position. Close the practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send out to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining.